Okay, so here's a review of my setup with my Vdrums. Over here, you see the Vdrum brain, and can't really see it that well from here, but I can program, do a lot of programming on the drum sounds here, but for now I'm just using a preset. I can switch through the presets of drum kits, but you can go in and tune each drum and change each drum sound. I usually wait to do that for when I'm ready to mix down, because I just record MIDI into Pro Tools. So you can see I have my screen over here for Pro Tools. I got my keyboard and mouse over here is remote. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. And then the screen over here for Pro Tools, my kit, and then the drum brain is going into my computer, which is over there with MIDI, and then I can record the MIDI here inside Pro Tools. All right. So I can switch between different sounds. Like here's this one that I chose. Different sounds. Different sounds, drums. Right. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that one that I like for now. Right now I'm using this kind of funk sound. So starting with the snare, the reason it's this big is it has many triggers in it, and it uses a USB trigger, not just a regular, not just a regular 1/4-inch plug trigger, right? Like some of these other triggers have. It has a USB because it has more than just a few triggers, right? And so it does a lot of things. Like you can hit it normal, like that. You can also hit the edge. It'll even record if you accidentally hit it there. But that's really just recording the same thing as this, pretty much. But it's slightly different. It knows that you're doing this to make that cross stick sound, right? Right? But when you hit the edge, it seems like it's also as if you're just actually hitting the edge of the metal of the drum, as opposed to hitting this. Different sound, right? First I thought it was the same, but it's not. Right? And then there's the sound of where commonly a lot of drummers, you can see my sticks, the reason they're like that, not from hitting cymbals, it's because of how, if I'm in the left hand, I'm often hitting the rim and the head at the same time to get this sound. I use that a lot to get that right place. So you can get that sound. There's a sound at the center of the head. You can get the sound at the edge. A little sort of poppy kind of ring sound. And you can also get sound, a different sound here than it is here. So if you want to do a roll, like coming from the edge of the drum, see that changes. Right? So when it comes to playing, you have, it almost sounds like a real snare drum. It's actually quite amazing. Right? So you can get some really nice. Now the tom-toms, unfortunately, are just one. Oh wait, that does have a little. Oh, those are double triggered. Well, that one is. That's because this particular. Okay, it's because this drum, this pad, I bought with this whole kit, and I think these two doesn't seem to have it. That one has it. Oh, you can't see it from here, but it has a little edge sound to it. These are just single triggers. Oh, I'm wrong again. Those are double triggers. Different sound. So you can hear that sort of hitting the edge. Hear that, or it's a soft trigger. I'm not really sure which it is. I don't think get a nice flam out of it anyway. Anyway, these are a normal. I'm not 100% sure if they're double triggered, but anyway, still sounds pretty good. But the snare is a special case. You don't get this unless you have Roland Vdrums with this Roland brain. And there's a few different levels of Roland that you can get that have this snare and that brain. The time I bought this, it was the high level, but now they have other levels below this that also have that sound for the snare. But anyway, so they got a new brain these days, but this one's like 5 years old. Can't believe it's already 5 years old, but it still sounds real good. The hi-hat, again, is triggered with, it's got two triggers, 2/4-inch triggers. So it's got like a double trigger, and it manages to get a lot of different sounds, right? So you got the sound of just hitting it when it's open, and then you can close it. That part's normal. But to be able to get that and this little splash sound, so you notice how if it's slightly open, you can still hear that. That's a little unusual. That's a special feature of the Roland kit. Other kits might have something similar, but it takes a higher end kit. Normally you only get two sounds, 1 and 2, like that. This one gives you a lot of different ranges in between. If it's all the way open, and if it's slightly open, you can hear them kind of hit against each other, or if it's really tight. Or if you just hit it like that, like a rock and roll thing, like, right? So a lot of drum kits won't give you that in-between sound, right? So overall, it gives you a kit that sounds fairly realistic. Crash. It's not very loud for some reason. I need to figure that out. It might be this trigger. It's not working right. Now the ride, I don't know if you can see the ride. You can't really see the ride from here, but you can listen to it. You can hear that it has the bell sound to the ride. And then it also has the ride itself. As well as if you hit it across like that. You're just hitting it straight like that, but then you hit it across like this, like across the edge of the cymbal. You get a different sound. It's almost a splash sound, like if you hit the splash. Also, it allows you to hold it, pinch it. Same with this one here. Oh, what's happening to this one? Yeah. There we go. This one only has two sounds, basically. I think it's just the crash. You're hitting it loud or soft, and then you can clamp it shut. This one down here also has that. The right has it. I don't think this has it. No. Normally you don't grab that anyway. So there's all the sounds. That's not working that well. We go. Too bad I can't turn the sound of the actual pads down because they're kind of interrupting the sound of what you hear, but all right, so since I got my workstation here, I can now record some of this into Pro Tools, so I got it already set up. That down to there. so then I can hear it on the speakers, or I can, normally I put headphones on because that's better. And so there I got a click track. I can adjust the sound of the click track up or down. Basically, there you go. I can record MIDI. It's not plugged in, so I didn't get anything. But you get the idea.